everybody, Northy is back and he's having to do the quickest top team and star powers video you've ever seen. Unfortunately, it is the last week, and as per usual, I seem to leave these videos till the last 12 minutes, so we're going to get straight into this video. Now, as you can see right here, I haven't got any changes. However, I will make one change right now, and that is Josh Kelly. I haven't got to use him as much as I wanted this year, and so I'm putting Josh Kelly in instead of Clayton Oliver. Get to see how that goes. However, Brodie Grundy is going to stay because he is usually a dominant player in there. I am going to quickly check if Riley O'Brien is playing. So Riley O'Brien is not playing, which means we are going to switch him out for Hugh McCluggage. I used him all the time at the start of the season, so I want to keep it going. And I'm sticking with these two, Taron Thomas and Josh Kennedy. I know Josh Kennedy hasn't been as good as he usually is as of the last couple of weeks. However, I'm going to keep him in there. I need at least to keep some kind of faith with some players. So these two are staying in my lineup. Now we go over to top team. Yes, we are already at top team. This is way too quick. You can see here, I have not made a single change. However, that is going to change right now as Jack Steele is going out. I always planned it for this week to be the week that I made a big change. And so I may as well do it right now. My big change here is I am going to go with Josh Kelly. I think I'm going to go... Actually, sorry, no, I'm not going to go with Josh Kelly. I don't have the confidence, man, to make a big change like this, but I'm going to either way. Sam Walsh is going to join the team. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Tom Mitchell. He can usually have a big game. He's going in there. We're switching out Lockie Whitfield as well. If Callum Mills is playing again, like I think he is, then he will be my backman. So Callum Mills is back. So he's going in the lineup. This is going to be my top 4 lineup in the final round for the season. It's a very new one. Lots of different colors, lots of different teams. But I think it's definitely a solid one. Mills has always been good pretty much all season. It's just injury that may hold him back now towards the end of this season. However, it's a good looking squad. As we know, last week was not one of our best weeks. So we're going to have to hope that maybe this one goes our way. But it's a big risk at 94th place. Yeah, we better hope that this goes well for us. Otherwise, we are going to slide back a little bit. But we go over to top 18 here. I want to make my changes again. Obviously, as the two Swans boys are back, we're going to put them right back in. So Callum Mills, you are in. We're going to take Braden Maynard out. And we're going to put Jake Lloyd in. Because those guys have just been solid for us every single season. Oh, sorry, every single round. And so hopefully those two will do well. And Jaden Short didn't do too bad for me either. The Tigers are spending a lot of time in the back line at the moment. As they're often defending a hell of a lot. So I'm putting Jaden Short back there. I don't plan on making any changes to my midfield, however. I'm just looking at some of the players. Josh Kelly obviously did well. I've had Lyons in at times. I've honestly thought about putting Lyons in, but this squad looks absolutely fine. This squad looks really good, in my opinion. As you can see here, 5 of the 6 are the usual players, so I may make a little bit of a change. However, I do really like my midfield at the moment. I think I may actually just make a quick change. I'll put Kelly in and take McRae out, because if there's any player I think to have that kind of game, I think it'd be McRae, where he gets a load of disposals, but he doesn't get too many, he doesn't get too many marks or tackles. So I'm taking him out. But then we go to our forward line here. This one is going to be very interesting. So we're going to be taking out Isaac Heaney and chucking in Jake Stringer. Stringer played really, really well last week. Really well. So I'm going to chuck him in. He's been playing on ball a lot more. And I really wish I had him, because number 20 could have been higher. I'm pretty sure if I had Stringer in instead of Heaney, then we would have definitely been closer to that top 10. However, I don't know what the big change is here. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to try and fix things up. But it's all very, very interesting. I don't want to take out Zeeble. I don't know about Thomas, though. Thomas is always a big risk. I may put in Chad Wingard just to be safe, just to make sure that we're getting the best points. I think he's a pretty bang average player. Not in the fact that he is an average player. I mean, like, he gets a certain average most of the time, and so probably he's one of the most reliable players at the moment. But I'm hoping he plays well. I can only hope at this point. But hopefully these changes aren't too bad, because top 20 was awesome. And if we can manage to pull out one more prize card after this week, where I'm rushing it with 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Oh, jeez. We are way too close to the end here, but star powers. Oh, man. This is technically the final countdown for the season. After this, No more. 6.5 minutes pretty much. It's scary, man. It's a scary time. But we go over to the tips. Brisbane versus Eagles. Yeah, I think Eagles season is done. I never thought I'd be saying that with the talent they've got. But the Eagles season is done. We go over to Carlton and GWS, however. I'm going to see GWS make the finals. They've got so much talent. And I think out of anyone in the final series hunt, GWS have the best chance at making it quite entertaining. And I hope they do. I hope they make it to keep that entertaining factor going. But who knows? And Carlton may try and just do a little bit of fun for Jeff Teague's maybe last game ever. A lot of people are saying it is after the review. I hope it isn't because, sorry, did I say Jeff Teague? I meant David Teague. I hope David Teague is not done after this season. I really think he didn't get a good enough chance, and they're really starting to find some light in him, start to trust him a bit more, even though the results really aren't coming just yet. Essendon versus Collingwood. Essendon, if they win this, I'm pretty sure they make finals. So Essendon would really have the best chance right now to make the finals. So I'm going to give it to Essendon. I'm going to just give them the benefit of the doubt. Then we've got Geelong versus Melbourne. This is a huge one. This is crazy. Geelong versus Melbourne. It depends because Melbourne, structurally, if they're on the top of their game, they could beat anybody. They are definitely grand final winners. I say at least if they manage to get their structure working as well as they usually do and get it moving as well as they usually do. However, with Geelong, they know how to pick things off. It's two very well-structured sides. And I think because Melbourne isn't so used to being a kind of rough and tumble team, like we've kind of noted, I think kamikaze ball was the way it was described for beating Geelong. You just dribble that ball along the ground, make it unpredictable, because if you put that ball high up in the air for Geelong to get their numbers, they know how to pick you off. But Richmond versus Hawthorn, oh man, I already know Hawthorn's going to lose this now. Now that they can't finish at the bottom of the ladder, Hawthorn are going to win. Hawthorn are going to lose. So I'm going to tip Richmond because apparently I'm just that unlucky. But we got St Kilda versus Fremantle right here. I think Fremantle are still in the chase, but not a lot of people are giving them the chance. Obviously, the best chance for Fremantle to make it is probably this GWS Carlton game. It didn't make the most sense. Collingwood have been somewhat strong as of late, but I think Essendon are going to have a much better chance of picking them off. Or, as I always say, GWS decides who wins a GWS matchup. Because GWS can play so unpredictably. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out of that one and gives Fremantle the chance. But you know what? I want to see some entertainment. Fremantle are going to win this. Then we got Sydney versus Gold Coast. I don't remember where this is being played, but I think it's fair to say that if Sydney really want to make sure that they actually, you know what? I think they're stuck in 6th right now. I think they can't go up or down. So I don't think it matters, but they do have their strongest side in. So I'm going to pick Sydney because they are very solid. Then we've got the Dogs versus Port. Now, the Dogs obviously are really battered, probably after their worst loss of the season last week against Hawthorn, of course. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Western Bulldogs respond. Port Adelaide are usually quite strong, but they have troubles with top 4 teams, and so I'm thinking Western Bulldogs. I'm not too sure. I just find it so tough to tip against the Dogs at the moment because they are like the top 3 teams in that every single one of those top 3 teams, it doesn't matter what you think about them. If they're at their best, they are going to win. But I just can't say that about the Dogs right now. I'm thinking a little bit of an upset here. I'm going to say Port. I'm going to say Port take it. I'm going to say that they get the monkey off the back and finally be a top 4 team. And then Adelaide versus North Melbourne. North Melbourne are going to win that 100%. We already know, boys. We already know. But if North Melbourne do win that, it'll be a nice way to end off this season. So, yeah. Those are my tips. My final tips for the season. And with about 2.5 minutes left, there's not much more else to do but sign off for the second last time. The last ever round preview for the season. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what I do now during the week for content. Obviously, not everything's going to be Teamcoach related. Not everything's going to be pack related. But I did enjoy this series. It gave me a lot to be excited about. It gave you guys a kind of a schedule even as to what you'd expect from me. But that's the last preview for the 2021 season. Hopefully next year this will be just as successful as it was. You guys loved talking strategies with me. I know a lot of people did. It was really good to see, you know, a little thing being made here with the Teamcoach site, because it's something that when I started, I'm like, yeah, this could be a good idea. And the fact that I've managed to get every single round, although some of them were late, every single round so far, the fact I've managed to do that is pretty impressive on my part, I'd say. But I appreciate every single one of you who tunes into this one. Be sure to tune into the review to see how we went for the final round of this season. And I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to turn off the camera, obviously. But I'm going to sit here and see what happens once the countdown's over. But make sure to enjoy your weekend of football. Last one for your teams who may not be making the finals, but last round before the finals begin. So it's going to be a lot of exciting build-up for the finals. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.